Hello and welcome back to Carma's Cookery. This is the second video in a series of 3 where I am going through and demonstrating ready-to-bake mixes. Mixes that already have all the liquid ingredients. All you have to do is open, pour, and bake. Now in my last video I did the blueberry muffins, which were really nice and blueberry. However, they were a little sweet for my taste. And they made about 6 muffins and they were a little bit sticky, so you might want to play around with the heat or the baking time because it just didn't quite work according to the instructions exactly on my oven. And that's the thing, everybody's oven is a little bit different, so when you read a recipe, it's kind of a guideline, not exactly a rule. Now today I'm going to go through the brownie mix. The brownie mix is supposed to be made with an 8x8 pan. Alas, my 8x8 pan is in storage, so I'm going to use today a pizza pan. Like in the last package, you have to grease the pan first. Again, I use Crisco and a paper towel to sort of push it around and get the pan all greased. Now you notice in my last video I had followed the instructions and cut across the corner, and it was really hard for me to pour everything out. Since I'm just going to be pouring into one pan, I'm going to cut across the top, and you will notice that there are tear lines, but I brought backup scissors because sometimes these don't work. But look at that! Yeah, look, it worked perfectly. Awesome. Okay, so you pour the batter into the pan, and you want to make sure you squeeze as much of it as you can out. I did have a little bit of a challenge with that last time because the batters they put in here are very thick, which I highly suspect is because of the things you need to put in it to make sure that it doesn't go bad, because it is liquid. The next thing you want to do is spread the batter out evenly in your pan. In your 8x10, you're not going to really need to do a lot, but because I'm using a larger pizza pan, I'm going to have to do a little bit more work. And my brownies are going to be a little bit thinner because I'm spreading it over a larger space. Now I don't want them to be too thin, so I'm not actually going to spread them out across the entire pizza pan. I'm just going to do something kind of like this, make sure they're about a nice even thickness. And then I'm just going to bake it like this. It's going to look a little strange, but yummy. Well, mine turned out a little funky looking because I did it in a pizza pan, but it makes it easy to cut, or so I was hoping. The centers are cool, but the edges are a little crispy. If you're cooking this in an 8x8 pan, then you could probably just use a knife, but this is kind of cool using a pizza cutter. So let's see how it turned out. Now first, I love corners, so I'm going to see if I can get a corner here because that's crispier. All right, let's see how it is. That's a good brownie. This is Carma Spence of Carma's Cookery, wishing you happy creativity in your kitchen.